Yeah, no
Super
big deal.
advanced,
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
I'll
Thank
check
you.
to make sure it's still there.
The thing I was looking, I would have backed over this.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It must be your. You. That's yours. You don't want your copy, you send it to individual. Which is a great question. Got all the wires set, everything here, Matt.
Oh, always something.
Yeah, it's always. Oh, yeah, that's working. So this.
Batteries are low on all of them now. It'll last long. Yeah. Check the batteries.
A lint roller at work. I got my son's door and all this. Get it off.
If you put it on.
Yeah. Well, that's right. I mean, but we don't do. All right, so 5 more minutes. Resolution. This is the latest draft.
Read it again.
Yeah, I sent it just because I made the choices. I corrected the never changed it, but it's the audio, when they're recording, I think that we're still on. Remember for the agreement? She does. Okay, you ready? Everything's turned on? Re-recording, Matthew?
You just said it's
Recording in progress.
Okay, all right. I'll tap the gavel here, call to order. The Tuesday, January 27th, 2026 meeting of the Warren County Library Commission, regular meeting. Roll call for the members present, please. Ms. Gerhart? Yes. Ms. Coop?
Yes.
Ms. Pascarelli? Yes. Ms. Thomas? Here. Okay, let's rise for the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of this meeting of January 27, 2026 was given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by forwarding a schedule of regular meetings of the Warren County Library Commission to the Warren County Clerk, the Star Ledger and Daily Record, and by posting a copy thereof on the bulletin board in the office of the Board of County Commissioners, and also in the office of the Warren County Clerk. Formal action may be taken by the Warren County Library Commissioners at this meeting. Public participation is encouraged. In order to assure full public participation, those individuals with disabilities who wish to attend the meeting should submit any requests for special accommodation 1 week in advance. Next order of business is approval of minutes. We will handle them separately. Need a motion to approve the minutes of the November 25th, 2025 regular meeting.
Motion.
Second. Any comments, questions, discussion, corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. We're doing roll call on these two. So go ahead, John.
Ms. Gerhart?
Yes.
Ms. Canuck? Oh, this is an old one. Ms. Coop?
Yes.
Ms. Pascarelli?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Motion carries, minutes approved. Next item, approval of the January 6, 2026 reorganization meeting minutes. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any corrections, comments, questions? Hearing none, we'll move to the roll call vote.
Ms. Gerhart,
Yes.
Ms. Coop,
Yes.
Ms. Pascarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Thomas.
Yes. Okay, next item is approval of the financial resolutions. This is the routine monthly payment of bills. Bills, just for the commission members, Bill, I think you said they actually pay them weekly. The county, finance department pays them weekly. That's how they appear in the printout that we get. But we obviously approve them once a month. So need a motion to, approve payment from the library operating fund in the amount of $91,846.22. Need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Second.
Anybody have any questions or comments on these? Okay, so then we'll move to a roll call vote on that.
Ms. Gerhart,
Yes.
Ms. Coop,
Yes.
Ms. Pascarelli,
Yes,
Ms. Thomas.
Yes.
okay, Tammy, and that's one of the things you have to solve. You should have in your packet there, got it. We approve them, I mean, that's. Motion amended, okay. Communications. This is from the public or officials, or what do we have, Jill, anything? No, there were no communications. Communications to the library. Mention, I think, okay, next. Public comment. Before we open the meeting to public comment, I want to notify members of the public, and by the way, it's great to see a lot of people here about the library, take an interest in our business. The bylaws of, that have been under work since last year, actually, since before we were all appointed to the commission, actually, are not going to be adopted tonight, but we'll discuss them under old. Sure, I have it in the right place, under old business, which will be after public comments. We need motion to open the meeting to the public.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Meeting is open to the public. Reminder, 4 minutes per person. Who's tracking the time?
I'll do the
Who
time.
does the time? And you know, I gotta apologize to the members of the commission. I was supposed to insert something here. Tammy provided the language. I completely forgot about it. So I'll make sure next month that we'll put that blurb in
For the
there.
language for the bylaws?
No, the language for, thought I shared it with yes, Tammy shared it with everybody. I thought that we're gonna explain how public comment, how we respond.
yes,
You recall
okay.
that? It just slipped my mind. So we'll have something like that. And actually, I think we'll probably have Joe take a look at it and send it around, see if anybody has comments on what she did. So, okay, anybody wishes to speak during public comment on agenda items only, please approach the podium, write down your name and where you're from, and take it from there. Being no one is rising to speak, I ask, request a motion to close the meeting for public comment.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next is old business. Jill, do you have anything, or is it just this one item?
That's it.
That's all we have. Okay. As you know, we have been working on these bylaws for a while. They've gone from 2 to 7 pages.
I'm sorry, can you speak up? It's hard to hear you.
Absolutely. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
that. As you know, as many of you know, we have been working on revising the bylaws that those in place were last adopted in 2009. We put this on the agenda this month because we were optimistic that we would have finalized document to review and discuss and possibly vote on it. As it turned out, we still have an open item. It relates to live streaming and recording of recording of the minutes of the meeting to be temporarily posted to the county website. We're still waiting for some input on, methods we can use other than what we're using right now. And hopefully, Jill and I have discussed it, we should have an answer on that to be able to present, a final plan to the commission members, for adoption at the.
really can't hear you at all.
That's interesting. Is it on? Is it on? Can you hear me now?
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, I don't think the mic isn't on.
It sounded like it was. This one's got.
Take my.
Can you hear me now? Big difference, sorry. Folks, I didn't realize that. Okay, I'm gonna repeat what I just said, and some of you couldn't hear me. I'm from a very loud Italian family. I'm surprised my voice doesn't carry, without the microphone. So, when we put the agenda together a week ago, we were optimistic that we were going to have a final draft for consideration by the commission. As it turns out, we do not, because we're still waiting for information from the county IT department regarding equipment and streaming services available for us to live stream the meetings, and also how to record the meetings. So those, because after a meeting, as many of you know, we post an audio video recording on the county website, and it stays there until the minutes of that meeting are adopted. So it's it's not a minor matter. So, that's why we're not gonna act on them tonight, but we're pretty close. We think they were this close to finalizing them. So, new business. Anything, Jill? No. No new business. Okay. Number 11, resolution. Resolution 04-2026 is requesting approval to close the library for staff training on March 11th, 2026. It's for a staff training day. Jill, you want to tell us anything about that?
Sure. For the past several years, we've closed one day.
Can you hear her?
No.
This. That's on. Try that. For the past several years, we've closed one day, typically
Speak louder.
in winter. We do an in-service day for the full day. We invite all the staff to one of our branches. For some of them, it's the first time they've ever been to that branch. This year, Matthew and a group of staff members have been planning the day. They've got scheduled some information, a lecture about service animals within the library. That's a question staff has frequently. It's never quite easy to tell somebody that their pet is not a service animal. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit. He has planned in person or hands-on, I should say, stations that smaller groups of staff can go around to learn about some of our different resources and services. Plus, it's just a nice day for staff to get to know some of the staff members from the other branches, people maybe they've talked to on the phone, but have never actually met in person. I don't know, Matthew, if you want to add to it at all.
Yeah, and just like what Jill said, we're pretty spread out in the county. A lot of the staff members, they work at the one branch only. We have 4 branches. I think it's very important for our staff to know each other, and to be able to interact with each other, to get work done. So, I think is a great benefit. We selected the date around programming, so we didn't interfere with anything. A good day that hopefully that wouldn't disrupt too much county business.
Oh. Any questions? Sounds like a great idea. How many total staff is there?
We are now up to 40. We know some of the college kids will not be able to make it for Some of them won't be able to make it at all. Some of them can come for part of the day, depending on their course schedule. But I think we'll have high thirties.
Now, as far as the service animals, so the service animals, as long as they're identified, can go pretty much anywhere, including the library, but are you talking about people bringing, like,
Like we have
Small.
people who brought in a snake and said it's a service animal. Somebody, it's true, brought in a,
that's what I was gonna
Baby
ask, if you
squirrel.
bring another thing,
yes, a baby squirrel and said it's a service animal. That is not the case. Please take your pet out.
That's what I was wondering, okay, all right. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to talk about that. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so I think we're ready to move to a roll call vote on this. Approval, need a motion to approve resolution 2026-04.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Who wants to second?
I'll second.
Okay, Kathleen seconds. Roll call, please.
Ms. Gerhart,
Yes.
Ms. Coop,
Yes.
Ms. Pasquarelli?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, it's another thing you have to sign here.
Yes.
Next is approving the main annual membership agreement, which is resolution 2026-05. Jill, give us the background on that for us, but also for the members of the public.
Sure, each year we're gonna have to renew our membership with Maine. Last year was our first year, partial year with Maine. This is a cooperative that includes, I think, 63 libraries across northern New Jersey now. I think we're up to 7 different counties that we have libraries from. This is the service that saved us when our book vendor went under. We were able to borrow a lot of materials from the other member libraries. But they also do our cataloging for us, maintenance of the integrated library system. They provide us with resources like the Wall Street Journal, Consumer Reports. We've now joined with Libby with them. So it's a variety of services they offer for us, but the big one is COHA, our integrated library service system, and the cataloging as well.
And I don't see a dollar amount. Did I miss it?
Let's see. For 2026, it is $97,500.
Joe, should that be in the resolution?
That would usually be advisable, but I think somebody can make a motion to amend the resolution to add that.
Somebody means us. So,
I'll make a motion to add the specific dollar amount. What was it? 97,500? 500. I'll second.
yeah, I just caught that. Or I would have mentioned it earlier. Okay, so roll call on that question.
Ms. Gerhart,
Yes.
Ms. Coop,
Yes.
Ms. Pasquarelli?
Yes,
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
then we need a motion to approve the resolution as modified earlier.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I'll let Tammy have it this time.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions or comments about this resolution? Hearing none, we'll proceed to roll call vote.
Ms. Gerhart,
Yes.
Ms. Coop,
Yes.
Ms. Pasquarelli?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries, approved. By the way, Jill, I got a book, I borrowed a book through the main system. I forget now where I'll have to tell you, came from Kinnelon or somewhere.
That's
Came
one of the
from-
member libraries. I just attended a meeting 2 weeks ago
I
there.
think it's Kinnelon. I meant I was gonna look before the meeting tonight. So, and last of the resolutions is the one on the bylaws, which we are tabling. So then we move on to reports and comments. Under that is the library director's report.
Just wanted to kind of congratulate our staff for a really good 2025. Reopening the CDH branch up in Blairstown took a lot of work on their part for staff at the other branches as well. We've seen a pretty steady door count of about 4,200 every month for that branch, which is great. They're on track to become our second busiest branch again, just like they were before they closed for the remodeling.
The busiest being,
Southwest. It's the biggest population area down there. Pretty much as soon as that branch opened, they were the busiest.
interesting. My heard.
With CDH reopening and joining Maine, we saw circulation jump by 32%, which was obviously fantastic for us. We're very close to the 500,000 for circs. I'd love to see if we could do that this year. Door counts were up 15% for the year, and usage of our app went up by 23%. I think showing that more and more people are using not just our app, but apps in general for the convenience factor. We added the Wall Street Journal through Maine, which I mentioned. We added
And
education.
that's digital though,
It's digital, yes. We can't get delivery of the print here at all.
anymore.
No, that was canceled by them at least 2 years ago, maybe more. We also added the Educate Station curriculum for kind of the elementary school age. Can be used for homeschoolers, but our staff is also using it for story times and programs with the kids as well. And the staff also for the county's bicentennial last year did a fantastic job. They did monthly trivia contests online, had special themed programming. And we held a staff reading challenge for the bicentennial. And tomorrow's the celebratory pizza party for this branch, the Gardner branch, which won the staff challenge, staff reading challenge. For the staff to learn an entirely new computer system was a challenge, to say the least. Fortunately, they're very patient and I think are fairly comfortable with it now. Still things we have to learn about it. Hopefully a few things that will change as well. We've put in some recommendations for modifications, updates we'd like to see in the future. It's been an adjustment for us to work with such a large cooperative. We were used to, if we wanted to, add a new collection code, we would go ahead and just do it. Now we have to go through the proper channel with the cooperative and get agreement from the majority of libraries to do it. So that has been a little bit different for us as well. And I've mentioned it before, the number of physical items the staff has been handling over the last 7-8 months has been tremendous. We recently rearranged the physical space where they're processing those items, trying to make it a little bit more efficient for them. And I think it has been an improvement. Staff seems to like it.
You're referring to when materials,
We get, some days we might get 25 to 40 bins of materials coming in, and then we might be sending out 30 bins.
this is with sharing,
Yes.
related to the sharing. Okay.
Yep. Again, with increased circ means we're handling a lot more materials. So we're continuing to take feedback from the staff, trying to come up with ideas as to what's working well, what maybe needs to change. As I had mentioned before, and I think probably our biggest challenge for 2025 was our long-term book vendor closing very suddenly. We had immediately started working with Brodart, another book vendor, well-known in the library world. Matthew had done a lot of work getting all of the paperwork filled out, setting up all of our specifications. We had a confirmed start date of January 1st. Mid-December, they notified us they were holding off on adding any new customers. So it was another scramble. We are working with a much smaller company, Midwest Library Services. They have been very responsive to us, which is good. I think they're very eager for the business. All the librarians have done training on ordering through this new company's system. And we've actually placed some test orders. And I think the email this afternoon said we should get those test orders later this week. So we're really hoping this works out. We're still gonna stay on the waiting list for Brodart and for Ingram, which is another big company, because I wanna make sure we have a backup. The interface for Midwest Library Services is a little outdated. But they're taking our feedback and said that when they do the next release, they're going to actually incorporate some of the things that we've suggested to them. So that's kind of the good side of working with a smaller company. Hopefully by the end of this week, we know how it's gonna look with our processing. And we'll be able to move forward, getting our orders placed in advance, which we like to do. So people can start placing holds on the items.
None of these vendors require any exclusive relationship
No.
or minimum ordering or anything, so.
I think with Midwest, the minimum order is 10,000 for the entire year, which
Is easy to
is
make.
very easy to meet.
So you can have all three if they accept
Yeah.
you.
And they're giving us discounts that were pretty close to what Baker and Taylor was giving us as well, free shipping. So I'm hopeful this is gonna work out.
Do you know if there are any other libraries within the main umbrella that are also working with?
No,
Midwest?
some of them were able to get in under Ingram and Brodart. Some are using Libraria. Some are using, what's the one in New Jersey, Booka's Dean or something? Yeah, but they don't offer processing services or any more records for the catalog. We really want that. We've gotten very used to it. We've adjusted staff, the tasks, moving away from that type of work. So since Midwest Library Services said they can do it, we're gonna try it out. So far this month, we've added 2 new ebook services. The Libby service, which a lot of people have been asking us for several years. That one started January 6th. It seems to be going well. Patron and staff feedback is good. It works with the Kindle Paperwhite. They are the only ebook service that Amazon currently works with. So that's a big plus for many people. We also added a service for children. It's called Lote for Kids. It offers read aloud picture books in over 100 different languages. Yeah, it's pretty impressive when you look at it. It also has kind of fun, interactive games and puzzles for the kids, again, in different languages, if you want that. So we're hoping to see an increased usage of the Lote for Kids. We had something before called Tumble Books, and it had very low usage. We're gonna try to make a real push, see if we can build up some interest in it that will continue beyond just the 1 month when we promote it and people try it. Hopefully they'll go back to it.
Can you promote things through the app?
Yes, you were allowed to put some like messaging on it.
I mean, I'm sort of doing it on the website,
Right.
but I wondered about the app. Okay.
And then just looking ahead for 2026, museum passes will be coming back. We want to thank the Friends of the Library and CDH's trustees. They're paying for all the passes for us. We're going to be using the service called Museum Key from OCLC. OCLC has been around for a long, long time, so hopefully we won't see them collapse like our previous museum pass service did. We're going to hopefully finish up our system-wide inventory. We started it last year. This will be the first inventory that's been done for as long as I've been here, for 24 years. So as long as we can get it done, all of our collection holdings in the catalog should be much more accurate. And then finally, we're looking forward to America's 250th birthday. Staff has been working on some programs. We've already scheduled the Founding Mothers, New Jersey's Revolutionary Rivals. And we're bringing back the people that did the history of the Grange in Warren County. We had done that last year as part of the bicentennial, and it was very well received. So we're holding it at a different branch this year.
You explained about the digital, not everybody's familiar with the digital music passes. So since we have a lot of people here, maybe
You'll be able to reserve a specific pass for a specific date. In the past, when we had physical passes, you had to wait to see when it was gonna be returned.
okay.
So it wasn't always convenient to, be hoping it comes back in time for your weekend in Philadelphia, so you can use the pass when you're there. This will allow you to go on, you're gonna say, on January 30th, I want the Intrepid. Place a hold on it, and it's gonna become available for you digitally, right on your phone or
So
whatever.
like through the library website, or you get an email, like, what do you show?
Typically, it's gonna have some sort of like barcode on it. So when you go to like the ticket counter
Right.
at the museum, you would show that to
But
them.
I mean, is it a push out that the system pushes out an email? Say, hey, you're scheduled for the Intrepid
I
tomorrow.
believe that is the case. You're notified.
As soon as you register, you're gonna get a confirmation. And you're gonna be able to print that confirmation. Also, 24 hours before the date, you'll get an email as a reminder with that information.
Like me, that's important. Not fumbling at the ticket counter, or, looking
Some
for
of, I
something.
think some of the museums still also require you to show your library card
Yes.
as well.
That makes sense. All right, that's great. You know what? We should thank the Friends of the Library and the Catherine Dixon
Hoffman.
Hoffman, that with the H. Trustees for purchasing these passes for our library patrons. We should, are there officers of these groups?
Yes, they all have like a president.
Okay, so
Secretary,
we could
treasurer.
send them a letter
Absolutely.
on behalf of
That'd
the
be
library
wonderful.
commission.
Yeah.
Do we need a motion to do that, or can we just?
No.
Please do that
Absolutely.
for both of those groups and thank them for that.
Yeah, it's a nice perk through the library.
Yes. What about something else? I was gonna ask. Oh, budget. We received the budget presentation.
Yes, I threw that in the back there. That's what I
Why don't you
handed.
talk about that
out.
again for the public, explain what the process is? And did you post this? Is it posted anywhere?
No, I'm not sure if we're allowed to, because there was an
Well, it's
issue
not
last
approved.
year.
No,
I
you know
have-
what? It's not approved yet. Till the
No, the
county.
county hasn't approved it yet.
Oh,
It
just so
went to
explain
hearing.
for everybody what.
Sure.
We started last year.
So in the fall, the county presents to us, spreadsheets with all of our different, budget items listed. I go through, make adjustments to what they have in there. It gets sent back to the county. And then in January, I do a presentation at a budget hearing for the county commissioners. But it isn't approved yet. They still have to discuss it, go through, usually it's like March that it gets done
It's
sometime.
approved as part of the overall county budget.
Correct. They have several dates where the different departments do their presentations.
Okay, yes, and I misspoke. This is deliberative, so it's not on the website. It
Right.
won't be on the website. You're right. It's not it. Any questions or comments to Jill before we move on?
Just popped into my head too, memberships for the New Jersey Library Trustee Association have been renewed, so you should be receiving emails with, different information, including potential continuing education sessions. If you participate, I should say when you participate, because you have to have a minimum of the 7 hours for the year. If you would just let Jennifer know,
Okay.
just the date, the title of the training and, 1 hour or whatever it
That's
is.
the New Jersey, what was the organization?
NJLTA, New Jersey Library Trustee Association. We submitted all of your email addresses, so hopefully you'll be receiving information from them. If you don't, I'd say within a couple of weeks, let us know and we'll check with them.
And the continuing ed is, we had some misunderstanding about it last year. What are the requirements individually and for the commission?
For the whole commission, 7 hours per year.
Think I did half of them
You did.
last year.
You did.
I was paranoid or
Requirement is 7 hours per year. Total commission, and is there a deadline for that?
December 31st.
All right. So somebody on the commission, they don't have to do it now, but they can volunteer, or we can spread it around. Well, actually, more than one person.
I take workshops like a maniac. Of
So you'll do some?
course I will.
Okay. I'm gonna do some because I should go on the web.
Some of them are actually interesting.
I think we'll jump in there.
They have to be different ones,
No,
like we could all take the same.
you could. Yep, if
So
there's one
we-
that's really of interest to all of you.
The environmental one was very interesting.
Really?
They try to get some different speakers, I think, every year. Some of it's the same, repeated every year, but they try to do a few unique ones.
Any other questions or comments to Jill? Okay. After that, the agenda item is commissioner comments. Any members of the commission here want to ask questions, make a point, thank somebody, whatever? This is your time to do it.
Just happy to be here.
Happy to, that's a happy first. Okay, then we have, the second closing, but we do have our next public comment session next, which is, available for comment on any topic, related to the library, for minutes, per person. And anybody wishing to speak, come before the podium, sign in, please.
This one works. Figure, right? I don't usually.
Chair.
Yeah.
Motion.
Ah, I forgot the all
The
important,
motion.
need a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. Take it away.
My handwriting is once again terrible. Hi, happy new year. My name is Sandy Roberts, Blairstown, New Jersey. You all know this. We all know this. Yeah, I just wanted to, check in. That's really gonna drive me crazy. Really just wanted to check in on bylaws. Thank you for sharing some information about where you are now. I know you've been working on them for a whole year, especially you, Debbie, have been kind of doing the lion's share of the work.
March. And Lisa,
Okay.
March of last year.
But, yeah, so I know it's been a lot of, work and thanks for sharing the information about, what you're working on with the live stream. But you mentioned that you're going from 2 pages to 7 pages. I'm hoping maybe you can outline what other changes or additions are being made.
There are many things that were not addressed that we felt were important, many things. 5
Can you-
pages more.
Can you summarize?
There's nothing for me. Most of the bylaws, Joe, maybe you can help me explain. Bylaws are not public policy, they're not library policy, they reflect really how we do business, how we elect chair, then vice chair, what the objectives are, and that might have been in the old version. I don't know if folks saw what the former commission members had put together. Again, talks about how meetings, library staff and operations, what committees we're gonna set up, I mean, items like that.
Yeah, and right now the bylaws don't address anything about the library budget. There's a section on how the budget presentation works. A lot of it is just more formality that didn't exist in terms of, how motions are made, how committees of the library commission are formed. I guess more specifics as to the, agenda.
What the elements will be on the agenda.
Correct. Trying to think of what else was on there. Oh, just also some legal default rules in terms of,
Yeah, things change after 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yes, part of it is, yeah, the things.
I'm just curious, like, what kind of committees, you know, that you're planning
It
to
just
form, 'cause I know
references
there's so much
things
that
like
happens.
how we will set up a committee, like how we have to vote on it. And a lot of it is, Joe used the word formality. If things aren't specified,
Mhm.
how a board operates.
Yeah.
Things can go sideways
Yes,
in
I-
meetings
I've
and.
been on many commissions. I know how
That's
bylaws
really
work.
what a lot, some of it is legal, as you said, he had input, that's part of it, took so long as issues came up and. We had to research them and then we had to discuss them, whatever, but it's really more how this board operates as an entity than, there's nothing about library policies.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's.
you're our representatives here for the library.
There
so I'm
will
curious
be,
how it's
there
gonna-
are
what the
policies.
changes are.
Yeah, I mean, there will be the rules of decorum. In fact, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong here, we discovered, or Jill, we discovered there's something in the minutes, in the bylaw, proposed bylaws that conflict with the current rules of decorum. Is that
Correct.
correct? But it was decided we're not gonna withdraw those. They're just gonna become moot until those are revised, which is the next guidance document. I think that's the right word, that
So they'll be
It's gonna
similar
have
to
to
the
work
decorum.
on. Yeah, and
guidelines
even
now?
that
Cause
is,
that I think affects most of us, right?
yeah, I guess so. It will outline some things about, yeah, I think.
I just know you've been working on them they've gotta be like in your head, so, you know,
Well,
I
no,
would love a
I
little bit
haven't
of a,
looked at them. Actually, I did correct some typos yesterday. It did reset it, but
that's why Grammarly is great.
yeah.
I know the rules of decorum, I mean, they're
They're
pretty
separate.
general across a lot of meetings. I mean, I've gone.
Yeah, I
to a
know,
lot
cause
of
there's like a
meetings
separate rules of decorum that they have for
Right.
the county.
Yeah,
It's really
school board
modeled
meetings,
on the county, but
the county meeting, they have their, and they're basically the same, so. it just-
Yeah, we have,
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, and we have.
Yeah, no, that's why I turned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right, anything else you want to ask?
Will we be able to see the bylaws before they're voted on?
You may or may not, depends when we have them finalized. If we don't have an opportunity to put them out for public comment, like it's too close to the meeting day, whatever. They will be posted on the website and members of the public will be encouraged to submit comments on.
So we
them.
may not be able to ask questions about them before they're voted on.
May
Like
or
you
may
can't
not.
guarantee that that's gonna happen.
May or may not, depends on when, or so we're sort of at the mercy of an outside party providing us with information. If we don't get them finalized, the document finalized till close before the February meeting, we're probably.
But couldn't you table it again, just like you did
We
tonight?
could, but we're anxious.
Well, I understand, but I mean, again, you have lots of people that really
We
care about the
could.
library showing
We
up.
could, but we're anxious to get them adopted because it does affect how we conduct our business here.
And as a member of the public, I'm anxious to hear what's in them since it's been talking about them since March and we still don't know why you went from 2 pages to 7 pages, other than vague,
You'll see it when it's-
legal stuff.
You'll see it when it's ready.
Well, but I don't know if I'll be able to ask you questions then. So I'm using the chance that I have to ask you
Okay,
questions.
we're gonna move on. I'll answer to this. You will have an opportunity
Mhm.
to comment on them, whether before or after they're voted on. If it's after. Comment.
Then I'll add the same comment that I've made many times before.
Okay.
Transparency matters, accountability matters. There's a lot of trust that has been lost between the public and this commission. This would be a wonderful opportunity to rebuild that trust, to rebuild that transparency. Especially since most of it's boilerplate. This is a great opportunity to share with the public and say, we care about what you have to say. We care about your questions. We want to make sure that you're informed. Just as we had a whole discussion about what's happening for the professional development that's happening, that they're closing for, that,
Wrap up your comments,
all these
please.
things.
It's been- Wrap up your comments, please.
Am I at 4 minutes?
I restarted it, actually. There was 4 minutes, but there was a lot of.
Yeah,
So I-
we are beyond 4 minutes.
I restarted.
You can wrap
Last
up
quick
your
question,
comments.
I noticed that we only have 4 commissioners, are we getting a 5th
There's a
commissioner?
vacancy and the county commissioners will fill it.
Well, we don't know when.
We don't know when, who. Anybody interested in serving can submit,
Oh, I filled out the application already.
submit an application.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Phoebe.
Since Sandy was not able to finish her comments, Anna Babitsky, I'm going to pick up right there.
Give your name and,
Anna Babitsky from Hackettstown. I just want to give you my impression. I haven't been here for a while, but I just want to share with you as a taxpayer. When we come in here and we hear the beautiful reports and we hear wonderful job that you guys are doing, thank you so much. And then you take a position of this and you take telling us that it's going to be the way it's going to be, the reaction is kind of really strong. I take the position right now, just sitting out there, watching, the proceedings. And by the way, thank you very much for handling the meeting in such a smooth fashion today. It's great progress, I think, from where we were last year. But I get an impression that something is cooking that we're not going to like. And the whole point is like that we don't matter. That's what you just told us. We don't matter. As a taxpayer, I have a problem with that. I really do. I hope that this body with the 5th person joining is gonna take a position that you are with us, not against us. And that is just not coming across. So I just want to share this with you. Really, truly hope that we get to the point where we're all in this together and not just you against the taxpayers here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Teresa Esposito Jackson, Washington, New Jersey. First, I want to comment on Maine. I'm so happy you guys are re-upping that for another year. I greatly appreciate it. I've made great use out of it. I've gotten so many different books, Libby. I've already been making good use of Libby. So I appreciate, and I know how much extra work it is for the staff as being part of the Friends. I volunteer to help package and unpackage, and it's a lot. Like I can say it's a lot. I can't imagine doing that every single day. So I really appreciate your hard work with that. Secondly, I want to comment on the voting of the bylaws. The public does want a clear explanation as to why this commission is planning on breaking their own current bylaws and breaking the law by not following a legally binding document, by not presenting the bylaws 1 month in advance. The commission knows this is a legally binding document. Today, you've even talked about how you've been consulting with a lawyer because there are legal ramifications in the bylaws. And again, you've been paying this lawyer over $17,000 in part to help you amend these bylaws. So you acknowledge that the bylaws are a legal document. By not following the current bylaws, specifically Article 8 amendments, which state the bylaws may be amended at any regular meeting of the Library Commission by a majority vote of the commission, provided that the amendment has been submitted in writing at the previous regular meeting. The key phrase being provided that the amendment has been submitted in writing at the previous regular meeting. Considering that you have not submitted to us today in January, you cannot vote on it in February. That's what the current bylaws state. And you have stated that it is a legal document. So you'd be breaking the law by voting on it without submitting in writing today. Okay? Your own comments, again, made it clear that you don't plan on submitting the bylaws in writing at a meeting in 1 month in advance before voting on them. You're once again abdicating responsibility of the positions that you hold as stewards of the library and are making the county vulnerable to lawsuits by flagrantly bucking mandated regulatory processes. You are showing you're not only misusing taxpayer money, but are embracing it as long as it serves your own personal agendas. You must postpone a vote on the resolution to amend any bylaws until you follow the legal requirements already established in the current bylaws by submitting them in writing a whole meeting before you vote on them. We would like that commitment. In case you're not sure, I printed out the current bylaws and highlighted the section that states that.
Can give it to the secretary.
Okay.
I'm sorry, assistant. Thank you.
First, I'm still trying to recover from comprehending that someone's bringing baby squirrels in as security. I can't decide whether that comment or the fact that we can comment on the bylaws either before or after they're voted on. I don't know which comment threw me more. Anyway, I do want to thank the director and all the librarians.
We have your name and,
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Sarah Hare and I live in Hope.
I'm sorry, you live where?
Hope. I do want to thank like the director and the librarians for the work you're doing. It's just awesome hearing everything that's going on in the library system. I'm so happy to hear that things are going well at Catherine Dixon, near where I live. I would first like to thank Teresa Esposito and other members of Friends of the Library and activist Cindy Roberts, as well as the management and owners of Royce Hall in Blairstown for organizing and hosting the January 10th showing of the multiple award-winning film, The Librarians. This was followed by a Q&A with one of the librarians featured in the film, retired Northampton High School librarian Martha Hickson. It was an honor to be in her presence and to hear of her courageous efforts to fight book banning and the mistreatment of librarians. The film's director, Kim Snyder, stated in an October 2025 PBS interview, quote, "I think what we want audiences to walk away with is that we see in the film, the hope in the film is not only the courage, but the agency, that there is a certain agency in standing up for what is right, what you believe in, and these values, and protecting kids' rights, and to really get involved. School board races really matter. Elections, not in the sense of a partisan fight, but just in the sense of knowing how policies in your town and library board, how they affect your librarians and your libraries. And we want people to take cues from our courageous characters in standing up for what's right. This film validates all of us who have been attending these library commission meetings. Finally, related to all of this, and I didn't have a conversation with others who already spoke, but related to all of this is the importance of this library commission practicing transparency and really listening to and respecting the public. Even when you are not required by law to share and discuss with the public before voting on, for example, the bylaws, a wise action on the part of this board would be to allow the public to have a voice in response to these rewritten bylaws. Trust can only be earned by making choices that sincerely invite and seriously consider the public's opinions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else care to speak?
I would like to speak. My name is Dana Hawkins. I live in Blairstown. Catherine Dixon is my local library. I love it so much. I waited a long time for the big new reveal to be done. I have a lot of opinions about it, but it's a place where you can go, you can read books, you can use communal space, and it's so important and so wonderful. So thank you so much for all of your work.
Anybody else care to speak?
Oh, can I say so there's a 5th seat open on the library commission. How do you get voted in?
Per statute, appointments to the library commission are made by the county commissioners. And the process is to submit, there's a volunteer what's it called? The volunteer,
Application.
Application.
volunteer application that's on the county website. And I think it's a general one, so you specify on there what board it is you're interested in. And you follow the instructions on the website and submit it to them.
Amazing.
Send
Okay.
it to you now, Dana.
What?
I'm sending it to you now.
Oh, awesome. All right, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Okay, seeing no one rising to speak, I ask for a motion to close the meeting for the public. Motion, comment?
Second.
Second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. 15 executive session. We have no executive session tonight. This is on the agenda. It's routinely on the agenda. And last item is adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion.
Second. Comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Recording stopped.